Assalamu alaikum, dear ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to discuss about cell death. First of all, we are coming to basic principle of cell death. The morphological hallmark of cell death is loss of the nucleus, which occur when nuclear condensation, phagocytosis, fragmentation, karyolysis, and dissolution. Karyolysis. The two mechanisms of cell death are necrosis and apoptosis. Necrosis. Necrosis can be defined as death of large group of cells followed by acute inflammation due to some underlying pathological process, never physiologic, divided into several types based on gross feather. Now we are coming to discuss gross pattern of necrosis. Coagulative necrosis. Coagulative necrosis can be defined as necrotic tissue that remain, form, cell shape and organ structure are preserved by coagulation of routine, but the nucleus disappear. Characteristic of ischemic infection of any organ except the brain. Area of infected the tissue is often wedge shape, pointing to focus of vascular occlusion and fail. Red infection arises if blood re-enter a loosely organized tissue, e.g., pulmonary or testicular infection. Liquefactive necrosis. Liquefactive necrosis can be defined as necrotic tissue that become liquefied. Enzymatic lysis of cell death and protein result in liquefaction. Characteristic of brain infection. Proteolytic enzyme from microglial cell liquefy the brain. Abscesses. Proteolytic enzyme from neutrophils liquefy tissue. Pancreatitis. Proteolytic enzyme from pancreas liquefy pancreas. Now we are coming to discuss gangrenous necrosis. Gangrenous necrosis is a coagulative necrosis that resembles mammoid tissue, dry gangrene. Characteristic of ischemia of lower limb and GI tract. If superimposed infection of dead tissue occurs, then liquefactive necrosis ensues with gangrene. Caseous necrosis. Caseous necrosis is soft and friable necrotic tissue with cottage cheese-like appearance. Combination of coagulative and liquefactive necrosis. Characteristic of granulomatous inflammation due to tuberculosis and fungal infection. Now we are coming to discuss fat necrosis. Fat necrosis is a type of necrotic diffuse tissue with chalky white appearance due to deposition of calcium. Characteristic of trauma to fat is a breast and pancreatic mediated damage of pancreatic fat. Fatty acid released by trauma agent to breast or lipase is a pancreatic joint with calcium via a process called saponification. Saponification is example of dystrophic calcification in which calcium deposits on dead tissue. In dystrophic calcification, the necrotic tissue acts as a nidus for classification in the setting of normal serum calcium and phosphate. Metastatic calcification as opposed to dystrophic calcification occur when high serum calcium or phosphate level lead to calcium deposition in normal tissue, e.g. hyperthyroidism leading to nephrocalcinosis. Fibrinoid necrosis. Fibrinoid necrosis can be defined as necrotic damage to blood vessel wall, leaking of protein including fibrin into vessel wall result in bright pink staining of the wall microscopically. Characteristic of malignant hypertension and vasculitis. Now we are coming to discuss apoptosis. Apoptosis is an energy dependent genetically programmed cell death involving single cell or small group of cell. Example include endometrial shedding during menstrual cycle, removal of cell during embryogenesis, CD8 plus T cell mediated killing of virally infected cell. Now we are coming to discuss morphology of apoptosis. In morphology of apoptosis, we are studying dying cell shrink, leading cytoplasm to become more eosinophilic. Nucleus condenses and fragments in unorganized matter. Apoptotic bodies fall from the cell and are removed by macrophages. Apoptosis is not followed by inflammation. Apoptosis is mediated by caspases that activate protease and endonuclease. Proteases break down into the cytoskeleton. Endonuclease break down DNA. Capsases are activated by multiple pathways. Intrinsic mitochondrial pathway, cellular injury, DNA damage or decreased hormonal stimulation lead to inactivation of BCL2. Lack of BCL2 allows cytochrome C to leak from inner mitochondrial matrix into cytoplasm and activate capsaicin. Now we are coming to discuss it in extrinsic receptor ligand pathway. Fast ligand bind fast DEET receptor CD95 on the target cell, activating capsaicin is a negative selection of thymocytes in thymus. Tumor necrosis factor bind TNF receptor on the target cell, activating capsaicin. Cytotoxic CD8 plus T cell mediated pathway. Purpurine secreted by CD8 plus 2 cell create pores in membrane of the target cell. Granzyme from CD8 plus T cell enter pores and activated capsaicin. CD8 plus T cell killing of virally infected cell is an example. Now we are coming to discuss pre-radical injury. Basic principle of pre-radical injury are chemical species with an unfaired electron in the outer orbit. Physiologic generation of pre-radical occurring during oxidative phosphorylation, cytochrome C oxidase, complex 4 transfer electron to oxygen, partial reduction of O2 yield superoxide, hydrogen peroxide and hydroxyl radical. Now we are coming to discuss pathologic generation of pre-radical arises with ionizing radiation, water hydrolyzed to hydroxyl pre-radical inflammation. NADPH oxidase generates superoxide ion during oxygen dependent killing by neutropil metal, e.g. copper and iron. Fe plus 2 generate hydroxyl pre-radical. Fenton reaction, drug and chemical features. Phe 450 system of liver metabolized drug, e.g. acetaminophen generating pre-radical. Free radical cause cellular injury via peroxidation of lipid and oxidation of DNA and protein. DNA damage is implicated in aging and oncogenesis. Elimination of pre-radical occur via multiple mechanisms. Antioxidant, e.g. glutathione and vitamin A, C and E. Enzyme is superoxide dismutase in mitochondria. Superoxidase glutathione peroxidase in mitochondria. Free radical catalase in peroxisome. Metal carrier protein, e.g. transferrin and seroplasmin. Now we are coming to discuss example of free radical injury. Carbon tetrachloride. Example of carbon tetrachloride injury are organic solvent used in the dry cleaning industry converted to CCl3. Free radical by Phe 450 system of hepatocyte result in cell injury with swelling of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Consequently, ribosome detach, impairing protein synthesis. Decrease FU lipoprotein lead to fatty change in the liver. Now we are coming to discuss reperfusion injury. Reperfusion injury is return of blood to ischemic tissue result in production of O2 derived free radical which further damage tissue lead to a continued rise in cardiac enzyme troponin after reperfusion of infected mitochondrial infection. Now we are coming to discuss amyloidosis. Basic principle of amyloidosis are: amyloid is misfolded protein that deposit into extracellular space, thereby damaging tissue. Multiple protein can deposit as amyloid. Share feature include B. Flated sheet configuration, convorate staining, and apple green. B represents when viewed microscopically under polarized light. Deposition can be systemic or localized. Now we are coming to discuss systemic amyloidosis. Amyloid deposition in multiple organs divided into primary and secondary amyloidosis. Primary amyloidosis is systematic deposition of AL amyloid, which is derived from immunoglobulin light chain associated with plasma cell. Discrepancies is multiple myeloma. Clinical findings of systematic amyloidosis are diverse since almost any tissue can be involved. Classic findings include SSASAA is an acute phase reactant that is increased in chronic inflammatory states. Malignancy and familial Mediterranean fever. FMF is due to dysfunction of neutrophil autosomal recessive and occur in person of Mediterranean origin, present with episode of fever and acute serosal inflammation. Can mimic appendicitis, arthritis, and myocardial infarction. High SAA during attack deposit as AA amyloid in tissue. Clinical findings of systematic amyloidosis are diverse since almost any tissue can be involved. Classic findings include nephrotic syndrome. Kidney is the most common organ involved. Restrictive cardiomyopathy or arrhythmia, tongue enlargement, malabsorption, and hepatosplenomegaly. Diagnosis require tissue biopsy. Abdominal fat, and rectum are easily accessible. Biopsy target damaged organ must be transplanted. Amyloid cannot be removed. Now we are coming to discuss localized amyloid. Localized amyloid is deposition usually localized to a single organ. Sensile cardiac amyloidosis, not mutated serum transthyretin deposit in the heart, usually asymptomatic, present in 25% of individuals 80 years of age. Familial amyloid cardiomyopathy, mutated serum transthyretin deposit in the heart, leading to restrictive cardiomyopathy. 5% of African Americans carry the mutated gene. Non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus type 2. Amylin derived from insulin deposit in the isolate of pancreas. Now we are coming to discuss Alzheimer's disease. In Alzheimer's disease, a beta amyloid derived from beta amyloid precursor protein deposit in the brain, forming amyloid flakes. Gene for beta AFP is present on chromosome 21. Most individuals with Down syndrome, trisomy 21, develop Alzheimer's disease by the age of 40. Early onset dilated associated amyloidosis. Beta 2 myoglobin deposit in giant medullary carcinoma of thyroid. Calcitonin produced by tumor cell